and welcome to another Call of Duty League video. As always, I'm your host, Z-Hack, and first and foremost, I want to thank you guys so much for all the support that you've been showing, not only on these videos, but at my Twitter as well, at ZHack16. It means the world to me and gives me confidence to continue to make these videos, so continue to like, subscribe, and share these videos with your friends or anyone you know who is a fan of competitive Call of Duty. I love making these videos, and I love hearing the feedback from you guys, so once again, like, subscribe, and comment as well on topics you want me to touch on, or also what you think about the points that I have made, because it gives me a place to build off of and keep creating new things. So I love it from you guys, and I appreciate that you're showing the support for me. And today's video, well, we know the beta has just ended for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and that puts us in a little bit of a lull period between now and November 13th until the game releases, and even a little bit further until we have competitive Call of Duty with the CDL once again. So the video I'm making today, the topic is about what I want to see in competitive Call of Duty for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now, the first thing, and one of the most important in my opinion, that I want to see back in competitive COD, it's score streaks. I loved the way that score streaks could change the game and how they worked in previous Call of Duties, but as we know from playing the beta, I feel like the system in Cold War can be a little bit broken because you have infinite amount of lives to hit a certain amount of score. So these guys that are professionals in public matches, they're hitting chopper gunners every game. I know it's not going to be the same in competitive because they're going against the top tier, upper echelon players with the same skill set as them. But I think the first thing that needs to happen to be able to make score streaks feasible in competitive for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is to change the method to where it goes back like something like Black Ops 4 or even Infinite Warfare, where the score streaks were available, but you could only earn them on one life. Next, obviously, there's also going to have to be certain things banned where score streaks are OP. They have never used UAVs in competitive Call of Duty, so I know all those are going to get wiped out, but I think the little things you can have in the game still, like artillery, the napalm strike has been big so far, and I know a lot of people don't like the attack chopper and they've never really used it in competitive Call of Duty, but it gives players the chance to adapt and have a class where you're only able to use a rocket launcher to take down AI, but that opens a whole can of worms. So I would say just stick without the attack chopper, but those user streaks that you can have, like the napalm strike, artillery, RCXD, keep those in the game, because competitive Call of Duty, in my opinion, is so much more fun to watch when there's that investment in the game. When it's, especially now that we're back to 4v4, when you have your guys on the team and it's like, yo, I'm on a 5 streak and I just got 50 points for capping the new hill, like protect me, and then they're playing their life, and it's such a pivotal point in the game. If they win those streaks and they're coming from behind, that's huge, because the next hill, they call an artillery, get the break, hold for a full 60, and now they have the lead, and it's an insane comeback. And we saw it so many times in Black Ops 4 on Seaside Hardpoint. We know the insane comebacks they had, the crazy time when Benson was casting with Chance, and Chance wanted to talk and wanted to jump in, and then Benson was just going crazy with everything that was happening. That's the kind of intensity and the awesome gameplay that you get with score streaks. So first and foremost, that's what I want to see back. I want to find a way where everyone can be able to agree upon it and possibly change the way that score streaks are implemented, where it's, if you earn it in one life, you get it. You don't get it throughout the whole game to build on, because then at a certain point in every game, when every player, say, gets like 15 kills or something with a little bit of time in the hard point, there's going to be artilleries and napalms coming every 10 seconds, and they're just going to be stacking them on top of each other, and that ruins the competitive integrity. But to whereas if someone has to go on like a 7 streak and on top of that get another like 150 points from capping a hill or defending a point in control or doing something in search and destroy with planting the bomb or defusing it to gain points in one consecutive life, that makes it a lot harder to attain those score streaks. And I think that that could be a feasible route that we can take to see score streaks back in competitive Call of Duty. And I want to so bad, because like I said, they can make or break a game. Anyone can be behind, you can be trailing. If one of your guys pops off and earns full streaks, that comeback, it's gonna be a full 180 and you have the chance to make it with streaks. So that is point number 1 for me. Point number 2, I want to see a variety meta in this game, and with that being said, I mean like all weapons and certain things are feasible for competitive. For the past couple of years, we've had sort of a 2-gun meta. Last year, it was the M4 and the MP5 in Modern Warfare 2019, and it just gets kind of stale and boring to watch after a certain amount of time, and guys want to be able to use new things, I think, and get creative, but if one thing is so overpowered in the meta, they're going to stick with it the whole time. We even saw it back in Black Ops 4. The ICR was ran and it was super overpowered, but also the Maddox was kind of a hybrid AR SMG, and then the SOG was the only SMG that was ran. So it's maybe 2 to 3 guns for the past 2 years, and then you go back to somewhere like Infinite Warfare where I just touched on that for the streaks. There was a little bit more variety in that game. We had the subs mainly running the ERAD, but we know we went through the stint where the OSA was big, and then the NV4 and the K-bar. So there were 4 different weapons throughout the course of the season that guys would switch, and it brings a fresh perspective from the viewership side of things, where they don't have to watch it and be like, oh, every time I go play pubs, I have to use an M4 or an MP5. You want to have variety, and I think that Cold War right now is in a great spot for that, because when I played the beta from what I was doing, and I was frying kids, let me tell you, picking up chopper gunners every game, top of the leaderboard, you know how I roll. But with that being said, I thought the weapons were pretty balanced for the most part. The last couple of days when they let it be all attachments unlocked on every weapon, I thought that you could truly put that to the test and see, okay, does this weapon outdo this? And I mean, right now the M16, there's been a lot of talk about it in Cold War because, I mean, the one burst is there if you hit it, but it's been a while, maybe since Black Ops 3 when the M8A1 was in play back in jetpacks, when we've had a fun burst gun to be used, and I think that it brings a fresh life to competitive, and I don't think that the M16 is too overpowered as it is right now, because yes, you can hit those one bursts, but if you miss a shot and you don't put all 3 bullets into the guy, someone who's using a different gun like the Krig, I don't think the XM4 is very feasible, to be honest. I think the Krig and the M16 were the 2 biggest guns in the beta that I liked on the AR side of things. If you miss a burst or a bullet with the M16 and you're going against someone with a Krig with that fully automatic assault rifle, they're going to win that gunfight. So I think that makes it feel a little bit more balanced, and maybe some of the pros will be calling for a nerf with the M16 because, oh my god, it's craziest a 1 burst, especially if you hit headshots. But I think that we're in a good spot right now in Cold War where there could be a variety of guns used in competitive, which excites me truly, because on the SMG side of things, you see the Milano, the MP5, and the AK-74U is kind of the 3rd in that submachine gun class, but all those are kind of interchangeable, and you've seen everyone in the beta switching between them, and it doesn't feel like you're at a true disadvantage for using one gun over the other. So I think if Cold War can keep that in play, that is huge to have a variety meta, not only for the players to be able to switch up strats and things of that nature, say watch a longer sightline with the M16 or play more aggressive with the fully automatic Krig. It allows players to do that, but also it freshens things up and makes it more fun to watch from the viewership side of things. I think that's cool, and also something to add into that is the stat system that Cold War has. At first it overwhelmed me when you hit R2 in the main menu and it pulls up just a list. Like, it looks like a document that you'll see in the White House or something of all the stats of the gun, but it truly shows you what you're getting. It's like, okay, if I put this on, I'm gaining velocity of the bullets, but I'm losing 5% movement speed, but then I put no stock on, I get that movement speed back and lose hip fire, and you know the exact percentages with the stat lines that they have in this game. So I think that's a really cool feature, and you can soup up your gun for whatever you want, whether it be moving fast, your bullets hitting hard, or anything in between. I think that's going to keep a balanced meta, and I hope that we see multiple guns in competitive. Something that kind of coincides with this multiple variety of guns meta is I think that we need to settle down on GAs a little bit. I clearly know from the competitive perspective from the players that you want to have the best competitive integrity possible, and that's going to require GAing certain things. I don't think it's a big deal to have, you know, a few GAs of stuff that's going to be extremely overpowered. But if it goes back to the same thing like Modern Warfare, where you can only use like 4 out of the 25 attachments that were available, it just makes things boring. And it's like, I get that everyone's on a level playing field, but the different attachments, like, give or take in this game, like I just talked about with the stats, you gain a certain advantage and you have a disadvantage in a different aspect of the weapon category. So I hope that the GAs don't get too far out of hand this season and we're able to see a lot more coming from the players, and I think it'll just freshen things up overall. Next, and the biggest thing, and I think it's something that Scump had already teased on his stream the other day, a pause feature has to be implemented. We still don't know where everything stands with COVID right now. It doesn't look like there's going to be a LAN season, at least to begin with, for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War when competitive kicks off. So there has to be a pause feature because it turns off so many viewers and it annoys the players, quite frankly, and can make them angry. And we saw plenty of people like Octane talk about the league and then slacked, and people are just talking when they're getting hit offline last year and they're getting fined because there wasn't something like a pause feature, and it made it unfair. If you were up in a game, a hard point, or the rule that they put in at the end of the year is like if it gets to 150 total score, there's no replay and like your SOL, but if it's before that line, then there's going to be a replay. Pause feature solves it all. We need it so badly. That way the competitive integrity stays the same, the players are happy, and also it keeps the fans interested because every weekend it's not like, oh, I have to watch a pre-recorded match that already happened and all the results were already leaked, or oh my gosh, I'm watching this game, it's so exciting. Someone gets kicked offline and then it's just the Call of Duty community goes into an uproar. So Scump said that this is something that the league and Treyarch and everyone has already talked about kind of building and implementing. So I hope it's there, and that will be a huge thing, and that'll keep everyone sane throughout the competitive season because it brings the most integrity to competitive Call of Duty. The final thing that I want to see, and it's such a simple thing, but I think it's so cool for the players and the fans alike, is the cosmetics throughout Black Ops Cold War. We saw the uniforms last year in Modern Warfare. That was super cool. Everyone had their own. The Huntsman, Atlanta FaZe, New York Subliners, doesn't matter who it was, they all had their own operator skins that they were able to wear. I think something like that where they can customize it, hint, hint to all you guys over at Treyarch on this one, I think it makes it super sweet if you can personalize it, and fans alike can purchase a skin that's like a, you know, Chicago Huntsman, Atlanta FaZe, New York Subliner, LA Gorilla skin, and right there on the back of the jersey, if I was able to put ZHack on the back of a Chicago Huntsman jersey to make it seem like I'm part of that, and you can see just a little snippet of it in game, that would be so cool. Now I know you have stuff where it comes that the players want to get a cut of the money or the franchises do, and it's like, well, people that are playing public matches aren't actually on the franchise team, so I don't want them to be able to have their name on the back of our jersey. I get that, totally cool. It's just a thought. I think it'd be sweet to have customizable operate variants for players like myself or just fans of the Call of Duty League to put on. And if not, what do I do with my favorite NFL team? Denver Broncos. I have a jersey and I buy a jersey of Jerry Jeudy or Noah Fant or Drew Lock or Von Miller, and I wear that jersey with their name on it. So let us choose and buy what we want. Let me buy an Atlanta FaZe skin with Arcides on the back of it, or a Seattle Surge with Octane on the back of it, and wear that and rep that throughout the game. I think that would be awesome. And then along with that, you have to have the weapon skins. I mean, it's set in stone. You need to have cool team weapon skins to get people excited in competitive. There's so many people out there who don't even know about the Call of Duty League, but they casually play Call of Duty all the time. If you did something simple like that, put the skins for the weapons and then the operator variants in the shop and allowed people to purchase this, they'd be like, oh, what's this Call of Duty League thing? Oh, that's a cool skin. Oh my gosh, you have matches every weekend? I want to go watch that. And then you gain a fan base and have people repping the cosmetics in the game. I think that's a way to grow the brand even more and make the Call of Duty League take off and become what we all want it to be, and one of the biggest esports or sports, like on top of the whole world entertainment business of all time. That's what we're all looking for, and that's what we want to see. So those are my big 5 points of things that I want to see in competitive Call of Duty for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and also make sure you like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Once again, as I stated in the beginning of the video, thank you so much for all the love and support that you've been showing. Spread the word out. Tell everyone to check me out on YouTube, ZHack, Zach Warhack, ZACHWORHACK. Those are the places you can find me. Spread the word so we can have a conversation together about competitive Call of Duty. Critique my points. Tell me what else you'd want to see. Tell me why my topics and things that I choose to speak on are good or bad, and give me new stuff. Everyone join the conversation with me. I want to build a community. I want to make this big, and you guys know my ultimate goal is to be a professional caster. I'm not looking to be a competitive player. I want to be the one calling the matches, painting the picture, putting the captions on the games and matches for the audience to make the Call of Duty League exciting, and this is the first step for it for me. So you all are doing a great big part by helping me out, and it means the world to me. It's immense, it's huge. Any adjective you can use to describe it, it just means the world to me. So once again, thank you so much. That's gonna do it for this Call of Duty League video. Everyone, have a great time doing whatever you're doing, playing more Call of Duty. I know we gotta wait till November 13th till Cold War comes out, but we're all looking forward to it. Let's keep grinding, getting better together. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.